Hi everyone, it's Karl here, and in this video I'm going to be doing my Reading Rush TBR, but it is a bit late, and the Reading Rush is currently going this week already. We're already halfway through it, so it is a little bit late. But for me, I'm making this Reading Rush, instead of being the last for only 1 week, I'm going to allow myself to try and read all these within a month minimum. Because I've never been able to read 7 books within a week, ever. I've never been able to do that, and I doubt I ever will. But there is a series of challenges for you to try and complete for each day, and I'm going to be combining some of these challenges together into a couple of different books. So it's not going to be 7 books in total, it's going to be roughly 4 I think I have here. So anyway, let's jump straight into it. Okay, first of all, the first challenge is to read a book with purple on the cover. And I've picked A Touch of Power by Maria V. Schneider, and this is a fantasy book which is about these healers that have been blamed for a plague, and they've been hunted down, and who knows how many are actually left, but we're following one of these healers who's been on the run for 3 years. And she's in this town, and she does one thing that she really shouldn't have and tries to heal someone. They find her, they get her imprisoned. Somebody in that town though helps her escape, and I'm not going to say any more than that because apparently I haven't actually read much further than that myself. I've not been able to read much of it yet, but I'm looking forward to it a lot. This also then branches over onto challenge 2, which is to read a book in the same spot the entire time. That will probably cover all of the books that I'm going to be showing you, because I read all my books in the same spot anyway. I don't really travel much with them or read it in different places. I read in my room, on my bed, or at my desk, one of the two. But for challenge 3, to read a book you meant to read last year, that covers also a lot of books I'm showing as well. So Touch of Power was something that my sister had highly recommended to me to read, and I've always pushed it aside wanting to read. I've been reading a few Brandon Sanderson books, and I read the first Wheel of Time book, absolutely loved it, and I'll probably make another video on that one at some other time. But challenge 4, to read an author's first book though, is a different one. And it's on another Booktuber, and it's one that actually got me into, showed me a lot of books, and made some of the funniest videos on YouTube as well. And that is Again But Better by Christine Riccio, and it's my actual first ever contemporary. I've never actually read any. I've never just had any interest in them, but I really wanted to support her and her trying to get her started up as an author, and I was just interested in what she had in a book, so I'm going to be reading that one as well for this challenge. And for challenge 5, which is to read a book with a non-human main character, that one I have no actual book for. I don't have any books that have a non-human character in it, and I have pretty much no bookshops where I am, so and it's very difficult to find any, so I've just skipped that challenge entirely. I guess that my next book, which is to pick a book that has 5 or more words in the title, covers this in a sort of, and that is Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. It's the only book I could find that has over 5 words. All the others don't. And it in some ways does actually follow a non-human main character, because technically Percy is a half boy and half god. He is a demigod. He ends up getting accused of stealing Zeus's lightning and all of the underworld's trying to get him, and he's trying to figure out what's happening, and we're trying to figure out who actually was the lightning thief. And they pretty much go around America trying to find and to reclaim that he is not the person who stole it. Quite action-packed and quite funny, and it's probably the best way for any kids to learn the Greek mythology. It is really, really funny and memorable way of doing it. And I didn't actually touch on what Again but Better is. It's about this girl who goes from studies abroad, I'm pretty sure, and she just tries to get her life back together, I think is pretty much how it is. I haven't looked into it very much. I sort of just bought it because it was Christine's first book. It's pretty much about this college girl trying to get herself into what she really wants to do, which I'm pretty sure is writing, I think. And yeah, I'll have to see where that one goes. Now for the final challenge, which is challenge 7, which is to read and watch a book to movie adaptation. And for that one I picked Ready Player One. This one has been sitting on my shelf for over 12 months as well, but it's actually a sci-fi one, which is, it's about this teenage boy called Wade Watts, and he is kind of obsessed with the virtual reality world of Oasis. And in the pretty much the whole entire plot of the book is that he hears that there's this item inside the Oasis virtual reality, and if you find that, you own the whole entire program and you can do whatever you see fit with it. And he is trying to find it, and that's pretty much all I really know of the book, and I'm really looking forward to it because the actual movie trailer ad for it looks really fun and good. So yeah, well, that's my Reading Rush Readathon TBR, and let me know if you're participating yourself. I know it's about halfway through already, so it is a bit of a late TBR, but for me, I'm sort of making this challenge over a couple of weeks, not in 1 week by itself. Another overall challenge, it's not an official or anything, is to actually read 7 books, one for each challenge individually, but if you want to go for it, go for it, but I will be definitely not able to do that myself, so I might be lucky to get I might be lucky to even get this one finished by the end of the week, but see how we go. And let me know what you're doing for the Reading Rush TBR, and we can compare books. And don't forget all the YouTubing, subscribe and like down the bottom as well. I have a link to the Reading Rush website as well if you want to try and participate. It is a little late, but there's always next year as well if you found this now. And see you all in the next video. See ya.